So we've talked a little bit about how the energy company calculates what they charge you for kilowatt hours. So today what we're going to do is we're going to sort of take that information, those equations, and you're going to calculate how much energy and also how much a bill would cost for you for a day and then also for a year. So the first thing you have to do, and this is very individual, so depending on your situation, yours might look very different from someone else's calculation. First thing you want to do is you want to think of some appliances and things you use in a day that run on electricity. They might not be things you use every day. Right now we're in the middle of a heat wave when I'm recording this, so I'm going to say air conditioner. And it's summer, so maybe watching some TV. And you're going to have a whole long list of different items. So I'm just going to do two sort of as an example for you. Some things are going to be tough, like light bulbs. You're going to have to sort of make an estimate how many you have, how many are on at a time in your house. Next thing you want to do is you want to find the power rating. We talked a little bit about what power is and how we can calculate it. However, we don't really need to calculate that. Most of our appliances are just going to come out and tell us what it is. A lot of things nowadays try and advertise that they use low power, so they're really going to be easy to find. So there's a couple ways to do this. One is I just did a Google search and I found a table with a bunch of different just generic appliance ratings. So I'm going to use that for my air conditioner. And I can see right here I've got my air conditioner. I have two options, the room or the central. We'll say I have central air. So I'll go in the middle there, maybe about 3,000 for my wattage. Okay, the units are already at the top, so we don't need to include those. Now I need to estimate how many hours a day that it's on. It's not running all the time, so I'll say maybe 8 hours. And my energy used. So you see here, we know our energy is our power in watts times our time. We're going to get to, this would be watts times the number of hours. So I'm going to take 3,000 times 8. And I'm going to get, I use about 24,000 watt hours per day. And we know, though, that the energy company isn't going to charge us for watt hours. The numbers would be too big. People won't understand them. So instead, we're going to use kilowatt hours to be charged. So I need to convert that. It's a pretty easy conversion, going from watts to kilowatts. I'm just going to move the decimal 3 places. So I'm going to use 24, keep all my significant digits there. Oh, took them away anyways. 24 kilowatt hours. And then lastly, we're going to do the charge. An average charge nowadays is about 14 cents. So we're going to take our energy, our kilowatt hours, times 14 cents per kilowatt hours to get our total cost for one day. Now I can do the same thing with my TV. Now my TV I'm going to do a little differently. I'm actually going to look on the back of the TV to see what my power rating is. So I'm going to look, and I found out mine is about 350 watts. And we'll say I watch about 1.5. You can see here you can sort of estimate and adjust hours per day. So when I calculate that out, I'm going to take my 1.5 times 350 to get about 525 watt hours. That's how much energy I'm using. But they're not going to charge me for that. They're going to charge me for kilowatt hours. So that's only 0.525 kilowatt hours. So lastly, I need to calculate my cost for one day. So I'm going to take first my 24 times 0.14, and they're going to charge me $3.36 per day to run my AC. Probably a good thing to keep off if you can. And then lastly here, I'll do my TV, 0.525 times my 14 cents a day, and I'm going to get charged about 7 cents a day. I'll round it to cents. And then at the very end, we're just going to total up down here. You're going to total up what's the total cost for each day. And then to get the year, take your day times 365. Now obviously this is a really rough estimate, but it does sort of open your eyes to, if you're leaving your video game on all day and just turning your TV off, you can see how much energy you're actually using and what you're going to be charged for.